Hello everyone and welcome back to Elohim Eternal. Right, we got a freeway. Or three-way path. Okay, that's simple enough. Look at that down there. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's just literally an image of a city, but like that's putting it in grayscale and having it to be to that effect. It looks really nice. Oh. Okay, guess we're that was right next to a checkpoint. Okay. Oh, violet stone. A stone that is scorched violet. Its surface is smooth as onyx. It's still hot to the touch, and if you hold it for too long, it could leave a burn. It is believed that the violet stone, among other artifacts, were burned with the flames of Leviathan and Behemoth. What is that? It's like made out of bones. You have a shield. Wind and light. Oh, I still gotta get rid of your shield. Okay, we'll do this then. Then that should, you guard. Okay. Full helm. 30 physical and 20 or 12 MP. No. No thank you. Centuries of the Stars. Look up at Leviathan and Behemoth, who Hosanna made along with his children. Look at the power in the muscles of their metal bellies. Its bones are tubes of bronze, its limbs like rods of iron. Smoke pours from their nostrils, their tongues like whips of fire. Their eyes shine as bright as the stars they protect. Their nightly roar is a cry that reaches the heights of the kingdom of heaven, yearning for their creator, the creator of all things. Their greatness and power are only a fraction of what the Ancient of Days can do. On that day, when Hosanna returns, it'll be incredible to see him ride his chaos beasts. It'll make every Canaanite tremble in fear. This desolation. Did the war do this? No. As far as I know, Ugarit has always been this way. Gray and depressing. Oh, I'm sorry, is my home not to your liking? I thought the depression would fit in nicely with your gloominess. He's got you there, Joshua. Ugarit looks war-torn. Not that that should surprise me. The town and cities were destroyed during the war. There's nothing but ruins now. It's why we only live underground now. Did you always have underground cities? Yes, we did. Women, children, the elderly lived in our underground cities during the war. Surely Ugarit must have been different at some point. I can't imagine it always being this dreary. Well, it has been. Even in our scriptures, Ugarit was always described as gray, dusty, and gritty, all the way back to Cain. Something must have happened here, perhaps when Leviathan and Behemoth battled Ahix. Why live only in Ugarit? We didn't just live here, we were driven here by Indenites. That's right, before Avram, Iden was populated only by Cainites, animals, and Shaddim. Then the Cosmic Creators made us, Indenites. A blight on the land, if I do say so myself. While there are some bad apples amongst us Indenites, personally I consider myself a gift to the planet. Of course you do. Keep telling yourself that, Beos. That's interesting. Okay, so it's not like this because of the war. Wait, what? Oh, I saw an option I thought was new, but no. I've never been to Ugarit before, even as a judge. We must be the first Indenites to step into these parts in several years. The desolation is unspeakable. Nothing seems to change about Ugarit. It's one... It's one of the reasons I tried running away when I was a little girl. My father, Marduk, wasn't pleased about that. Oh, we got a boss coming up. Okay. What a force. It's another one of those earthquakes, but this one's different. Oh no. What does oh no mean? Like I said, the land is unstable, but sometimes an earthquake can be so powerful that it splits the earth. Split the earth? Brace yourselves. Oh! Oh, this looks pretty. Is everyone alright? Surprisingly, we are still alive. Thank the Cosmic Creators that we landed into water, or else. Where are we? We're in the Abzu, the underground world beneath Ugarit. This is where we Cainites live. That's why the Indenites haven't seen us in years. Fascinating. Your people built an entire civilization under the surface. I've lived down here all my life. I'm most comfortable in the Abzu. I didn't see the surface until I was 8 years old. What? What is this? Huh? It's like a mech. Also, that kind of looks like a completely different art style from the rest of the game. That feels like something you sprited small first and then blew up. It's not a big deal, but that does look very out of place. Almost like something from a completely different game. An Azar. It's what my mother used to leave her planet, Kenoma, to come here. She says she rode this Azar here but crash-landed. The Azar used to be above ground, but an earthquake must have forced it underground. But how did she use this Azar to get here? Can it fly? I don't know. My mother doesn't like to talk about it. She told me little. It's massive. It could crush mountains. Reach up and touch the stars. So then why is it still here? Well, that's because no one can ride it. You ride this thing? Like a horse? Not quite. Riding isn't the right word for it. My mother used the term pilot. The rider of an Azar is called a pilot, but no one has been able to pilot it. Every single Cainite has tried. Even I tried. Kafar doesn't work. Kafar? Is that its name? Meaning there are more of these Azars. I guess so. If the Cainites had used this, they would have won the war easily. That's true. Can your mother pilot it? She refuses to. She wants nothing to do with her. She wants nothing to do with her life on Kenoma, and she has never revealed why. Kafar. I like the name. It's a weapon, isn't it? Imagine the power. Probably too much power. That's likely the reason why Ruthia's mother refused to pilot it. Best to leave it here. In the wrong hands, it could be dangerous. Agreed. I want to try it. See if I can be its pilot. It won't work. Sorry to say, Joshua, but you would need two hands to pilot Kafar. Are we far from Ur? We're actually pretty close. I know where we are and how to get back home from here. Lead the way. Joshua, come on. I'm coming. This'll be your chariot. Kafar, it's nice to meet you. Oh, this is a beautiful area, dude. Again, the mapping in this game continues to blow me away. Like, this is a very dynamic, pretty cave. How far do these tunnels go? Tired already, Joshua? Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say I'd kill for a nice warm bed. There are tunnels all over Iden, but most of them can be found in New Garrett. You can't call yourself a Canine unless you know how to dig a tunnel. It's a rite of passage. At 7 years old, every Canine boy or girl is given an axe to use for excavating and digging through the Abzu. What makes digging through the Abzu special? It's said that Ahix constructed Cain in the Abzu, using the metal parts and stones found in the underground world. For generations, Cainite have dug through the Abzu as a tribute to Ahix. Oh? And here I thought the digging was a means to ambush Indanites. Your sarcasm is as corrosive as ruin, Joshua. He is right, though. Cainites did dig through the Abzu as an advantage during the war, but that was never the real reason for it. We Cainites treat the excavation as a religious practice. It brings us closer to Ahix. Have you dug through the Abzu? Countless times. My mother doesn't do it. She finds the practice messy and dirty, but she isn't a Cainite. I used to dig through the Abzu with my father. Well, I should say he would watch me do it and correct my technique. Did you ever make any discoveries? The odd plant or stone we've never seen before. One time I found a beetle made purely of metal. Its eyes glowed yellow. Did you keep it? No, the Abzu is sacred. You aren't allowed to take anything from it. You're only allowed to dig passages through it. I'm sure there's a wealth of knowledge and secrets under Iden. Or it's just dark, empty caverns full of dirt and dust. Make sure not to say that when we get to Ur. Og and Sahon might have you imprisoned for your blasphemy. Oh, now I'd pay good shekels to see that. You wouldn't back me up, a fellow Indanite? You insult a culture you should pay for. Perhaps it's best if you keep your mouth shut when we get to Ur. Actually, that's not a bad suggestion. First impressions matter, Joshua, and you are notoriously bad at them. I'll take your advice under construction. I'll take your advice under construction. That's a good line. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like... the jumps aren't getting that crazy, you know? Looks like there's two ways I can go. Oh my god, those are cool! Oh, these are all new. And you have a shield. I love how, like, ominous and abstract the pyramid monster is, and that thing on the left is just... like, that's just, like... Is that technically body horror? Like, that's a creepy enemy. Base. Ram. Ah. Let's see how much this does. Ooh, okay. Yeah, skills like that do seem really overpowered. Apocalypse Code. The All-Father now, Cain, rose from the depths of the planet. He was formed from the metal parts of the All-Father then, Ahix. Cain was gifted with artificial life from the Apocalypse Code. The code sparked a knowing into him, and when he opened his eyes, he knew that he was loved unconditionally. With Cain's newfound awareness, he constructed groups of metal men and women, just like himself, through the knowledge given to him by the All-Father then. Ahix wanted a family, sons and daughters, fathers and mothers, and Cain would do everything in his God-blessed powers to give Ahix that. Cain would show his appreciation for the life Ahix had given him. I've never heard of the Apocalypse Code before. To Indanites, an apocalypse means a revealing that propels one into a new way of thinking about the world and their surroundings. Wait, to Indanites, a revealing that propels one into a new way of thinking. That's interesting. Like, an apocalypse is something horrible, right? Like in our language. To these guys, that's also a synonym for... Hold on, like... Is the idea of having your mind changed about religion that bad to these people? That's kind of what I'm thinking when I read this line. Huh. It's a new awareness. Could the same meaning apply to Cainites? Huh. Light and darkness. Wait, some of his snakes are metal. Ugh. Oh, wait, that was a mistake. You're armored. Hawkeye. That agility boost is pretty big. I think that alone is kind of worth that. Any special properties? Seal and weakness. That's fair. Oh, come on. Cain's edict. Edomites must be stopped, roars the All-Father now Cain. They poison the land with their weapons of destruction, ending lives without hesitation. Because of the Indenites, the Shadem sharpen their claws and fangs. Because of the Indenites, a lion cannot sit with a lamb in harmony. We must protect our families, bells the All-Father now Cain. Our greatest gift to Ahix is our family union. The Indenites would break that union, destroy the gift we could give to Ahix. We must guard Mount Sinai, shouts the all-seeing Father now Cain. Indenites must not be allowed to enter Mount Sinai and join with their tyrannical rulers, the Dinger. Should they do so, all life on the planet will end. Of course the Cainites would stop at nothing to keep us away from Mount Sinai. They wouldn't want us to reunite with our makers, the cosmic creators. I'm starting to get the sneaking suspicion that the main goal of this game is like one of those situations where it's something that you shouldn't want to happen. Oh, that must be another one of these. Ah, okay. It's a super jump. Let's go back to the start then and get what was past that gap. I can't think of any other big gaps I've seen in the game, though. Nice. Oh, these are more ways to go. Hold on, that might be progression. In that case, let's check the other way first. Piercing Lance. You know, definitely, yeah. You have very strong physical or elemental attack, so definitely for him. Another one of those bombing places. Okay, that's progression. Ah. Not a big deal. Otia. A red and yellow stone that shines as bright as that shines a bright orange light. When digging and traversing through the Abzu, Canaanites will carry these stones to light a path. Most Canaanites will fasten these stones to their boots in order to see where they might be see where there might be any caves, inns, or pits. Wait, or cave-ins or pits. Completely misread that. Actually, lights on your boots is kind of creative. How do you never see that often in real life? Gloom robe. That's a flat upgrade. That is an upgrade for that. Ruthia, stat-wise, I feel like she's rounding out to be our best character, at least statistic-wise as of right now. From the Abzu. The Canaanites came from the Abzu, the dark abyss of the planet, where the pillars keep the pieces of the plan together. Ahix, the expert constructioner, took a sheet of metal from one of these pillars and fashioned Cain, the first of the Canaanites. Learning from his creator, Cain uses the same method to construct his sons and daughters. From the depths of Abzu, from the very bones and organs of the planet, the Canaanites were born. Every Canaanite has a piece of the Apocalypse Code given to Cain from Ahix, and so the Canaanites are all connected. An intricate web of intelligence, the depths of which have not been fully reached. This makes it seem like the Canaanites were both from this planet that they are a part of. That would make it seem like they have more of a right to it than Indanites do, than even the Cosmic Creators. That's a hard truth to swallow. Alrighty. Well, I will see you folks later. Thanks for watching.